Alright, in this video we're going to take another look over at gunshopguide.com. This is the website where we store all of our gun shop information, the visits, the reviews, the pictures, maps, and lots more. So if we're to this video we're going to talk about some tips going to gun shops. So under resources you'll find gun shop tips, or over on the side here under resources we'll head over to this gun shop tips page. It's a little different than our page on etiquette. Etiquette would be more like the procedures that gun shops might prefer or dislike from customers, where tips are just some general ideas on to make a gun shop experience more efficient or pleasurable. Now if you're brand new to guns, if you've never been to a gun shop before, it's always a fun experience, and going to the shop for your first time might be a little overwhelming, just like going into anything, any kind of a new shop specific to a hobby or an area of interest. You're going to have a lot to absorb and a lot of information to discover, and it's sometimes difficult to know where to start. So in our page here we're going to talk about tips that are useful for someone who's never been to a gun shop before, but we also have some things here that might be useful if you've been to gun shops or going to gun shops your whole shooting life, and we'll talk about just those points quickly and encourage anyone who's never been to a gun shop before to go check out the website, and there's going to be some more specific things in there for you. So we do have some basic stuff there for anybody who's never been to a gun shop before. Just keep in mind that the employees are there for you. They're on your side. You might see people carrying firearms in there, but that's nothing to be concerned about. Keep in mind if you go into a jewelry store, more than likely those employees are carrying firearms too. You just don't see them. If you go into a record store or a sporting goods store or music shop or something, you're going to probably find the employees are wearing things that have to do with whatever their areas of interest are. So when you go into a gun shop, expect to see some guns on both the employees and the customers. Nothing to be concerned about. Those are some of the safest people you're going to meet. And don't be worried about asking dumb questions. Everybody starts somewhere. Just let the employees know your level of experience, and they'll be happy to work with you at that level. So some of the quick things I'll mention here as far as tips that people might not have thought about, and ideally some tips that might get some conversation started. So if you're interested in taking some of these kernels and taking them to the gun shop or the gun show or the range, to go into an online hangout or a blog post or your own video, feel free and get some conversations going about guns. That's what it's all about. But some tips are: get your local or your state CCW or permit. It makes getting the 4473 a bit easier perhaps, but more than just the convenience, it allows you to kind of have that, it shows that you've got that much in the game for the employees, and it makes their lives a little bit easier. So it is a convenience thing, but it's also convenience with an intent to keep the shop's clerk's life a little bit easier. In addition, of course, it gets you past the phone calls and the stuff that might delay your purchase. Asking questions, but then listening to the answers. A lot of people forget that gun shops are a resource for us, more than just for the guns themselves, but for the information. Those gun shop employees, they might have a lot of information in there, and they may or may not be good at getting that information out, but asking the right questions, you're going to get educated, knowledgeable answers from gun shop employees. So listening to their answers is key. Ask the clerks or the people behind the counter about their experience with firearms, right? That gives you some insight again to when they are able to, or what kind of answer, the way that they're able to answer you, be dictated on their level of experience. So knowing that is going to give you a lot more information. Now there's lots of other things in this list, so we'll just kind of jump ahead to another one that I've seen come up quite often in the live conversations over the years, and that's budgeting for range time, ammo, and all the accessories. So often people will purchase the firearm right up to the top or maybe even above their budget a little bit, and then they're frustrated because they have to wait a while before they can go shoot it. So at least budget for some of that ammo and the necessary accessories that you're going to want so that you're able to go and make a purchase on all of that stuff. And then consider bundling it. It's not rude to ask a store if there's any discount if you bundle quite a bit of stuff together. So keep that in mind. Next, again, some basic safety stuff. Again, if you haven't been to a gun shop before, keep in mind that bringing your guns in for gunsmithing or to be evaluated or sold, it's better to bring them in a case. But again, go through the list there for some of the more basic stuff. Choosing the store that's right for your purchase. You might have the favorite store in town, but keep in mind that there might be a shop that, if you're looking for a hunting shotgun, for example, and your favorite store in town deals with competition shooting, there might be a better match. So knowing your options out there and choosing the right store for the purchase. And then finally, asking about whatever local ranges, clubs, or activities are going on is something that I like to encourage people to include in their conversation each time they go to a shop. That's our best way to keep in touch with what's going on out there locally and regionally. Keeping in mind, gun shops are our water cooler. It's the real way that we have, brick and mortar opportunity we have to keep in touch with what's going on in the community. So by asking, you might not always get an answer, but you're subtly letting the employees know that you're curious, and that might keep them up on what's going on. More opportunities for them to promote the events that are going on and those events to prosper. So these are some tips that we have. If you've got ideas, check out the list we've got there, and feel free to add some in the comments to the video here. You can always email us or get a hold of us over on gunchannels.com. Let us know what you think, and as always, thanks for watching.